There's a little law that's still on the books, y'all. Got nothing to do with catching crooks now. You turn the music up.
Not to get away from gear, because that's kind of what we're talking about today, but you just released a new solo album, right?
I did.
Is that the
I
first
did.
one?
It's my first one after it only took me about 25 years to get that one going. Yeah.
Well, you weren't in production for 25
No,
years.
no. But I mean, playing on other people's records for 25 years and trying to figure out what kind of record I wanted to make.
Right.
And what I realized was I was thinking myself into never making a record, and I just decided. I got off the Chicks tour, which was kind of grueling, and
Right.
playing the same material night after night, pretty burnt.
Right.
And just felt kind of a sense of urgency about that. I mean, I want to play. I want to play some guitar, and I want to make a record. And I just started recording whatever I felt like doing at the time. And there's really no concession to marketing or trying to pigeonhole myself, or it is what it is. This is what I'm into at the moment, and so it covers a lot of ground.
Well, yeah, for those of you who haven't heard David's record, it's been stuck in my CD player in my car for weeks and weeks, and the interesting thing about the record for me is that you've got instrumental songs, you've got ballads, you've got a couple of really good rockers that have lyrics too. So it's not really just a guitar guy record. It covers a lot of ground, and while I think it'll appeal to guitar players, I don't think it's just going to appeal to guitar players.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's just, as I said, this is kind of what I do. I write songs, I play guitar. I don't just play guitar.
Right.
And I've been fortunate to play with some really great songwriters over the years and developed an appreciation for the craft of that. So, I mean, it's hard to put together a record of instrumentals and not get bored with it by the end. I'm sure that there's some guitar players that wish they were all instrumentals, and there's some other people that wish I'd just shut up on the guitar, but it's, what are you gonna do,
Well, at least I think it's a good balance of everything. You've kind of done a little bit of everything on the record and shown kind of all your strengths on one record, and I think it's a lot of fun. And I don't get bored with it, because it kind of morphs between styles quite a bit, and that's good.
And that's
Got a little studio fun.
yeah, I got a little. We're booked. $60 an hour.
Yeah. So my favorite rock song on the record is "Sake and Venom." So what's that about? Is there really an El Carmen?
There truly is an El Carmen. Actually, everything in that song happened exactly. I mean, it's just a literal. That was the easiest song to write I've ever written in my entire life, because I woke up the morning after and just wrote what went on.
Right.
I was in LA doing something with the Chicks, Grammys or something, I don't know. And I had dinner with a certain Texas bluesman with a penchant for good tone and strange ability to find the cool joints to hang in, and who took me, we went out to dinner, and he took me to this place called the El Carmen, and the menu is 9 pages long, and it's 8 pages of tequila and 1 page of food.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning and literally wrote the song in 15 minutes.
Awesome.
It was. That's the songs that those that you go out and live and experience are really sometimes extremely easy to put down on paper.
So if you had to, as far as influences, classify yourself. I mean, I know you can't just classify yourself as a rock guitarist or a country guitarist or a blues guitarist, because you do a little bit of everything, but who would be, say, your 2 or 3 top influences in those fields?
You mean the fields individually, or just in general?
Like just one of each. Say rock, blues, and country.
I would say, well, the guys kind of overlap a little bit.
Right.
I would have to say Duane Allman.
Cool.
Certainly. Jeff Beck. Still, to this day, the guy blows me away.
Yeah.
Certain bluegrass players like Norman Blake and Doc Watson. the first two Roy Buchanan records, there was some really unbelievably scary magic stuff going on.
Right.
The early ZZ Top stuff.
Oh man.
Is off the charts, and of course BB and Albert King are really would be top 5.
You know, I had a Plymouth Valiant in high school with an 8-track player, and the 8-track player got ZZ Top's first record stuck in there.
Yeah.
That's what I listened to for 3 years. That's all I could listen to.
Yeah.
So, you know, the early ZZ stuff really made a big difference.
I never had it on 8-track, but I contend to this day that the original vinyl pressings are the only way to listen to that. They keep getting reissued and remixed, and
more reverb on the
it's
drums.
just not, well, all that, but now they've done a new remastering that's supposedly the original master tapes, but it's way brighter.
Yeah.
See, and when I put on Tres Hombres on vinyl, I mean, I can smell the Marshalls burning in. It's that vivid, you know. And those are those things made a huge impression on me.
Yeah, me too. So that's great. So where can somebody buy the David Grissom record?
I have international distribution.
Oh yeah.
I actually do. Yeah. Via CD Baby if you want to buy the CD.
CDBaby.com.
CDBaby.com.
And just search for David Grissom.
Or is it CDBaby.net?
I think most people.
If you Google CD Baby, you'll get there.
Yeah, just in a search for David Grissom, and then.
And iTunes.
iTunes, okay.
International, all the iTunes all over the world, you can get it.
Great.
If you happen to be in Austin, or rather buy from an Austin store, Waterloo Records. But I mean, it's an exciting time we're in because I did this whole thing on my own, with nobody looking over my shoulder. And obviously, there are a lot of people that would love to walk into the Barnes and Noble in Chicago and be able to find whatever they want, but it's one click away all over the world, and it's just it's a scary time for a lot of people that see, you know, oh, we're not going to get paid for our music anymore and everything, but it's, you know, for those that are really can sort of let go of the old model and look to the future, it's a great time.
Tequila heaven. They got a little something ain't on the menu.